Hey guys, this is M028 and welcome back to another episode of the Translucent Plastics Archive. I'm just going to show you something very quick today. This is the Aiwa headphones. The model is HP M028. Nothing much to say here because I actually don't really like these. Let's just show you what they look like though. They are, design-wise, pretty cool. Translucent green, quite similar to the Lime iMac, which I showed you in the previous episode. They are retractable, expandable, so they're kind of adjustable in that way. The cables are pretty thin, and they form together into the simple USB, audio jack. The reason I don't like these is basically you need to take yourself back to the early 2000s and remember what it was like listening to music back then. The iPod was revolutionizing the world, but in terms of headphones, everyone was ridiculing Apple's headphones, and outside of the luxury market, pretty much every set of headphones was absolute garbage, and this is no exception. I couldn't really find out when this was manufactured. It wouldn't surprise me if it went back all the way to the iMac days, but it seems unlikely to me. I couldn't find any evidence for it before around 2008, so it's probably mid-2000s type era headphones. They're just simple construction. They're kind of like what you would find on airplane headphones these days, just a simple foam construction, very straightforward, and just some styling in terms of the translucent sides, but not the top. Lame. There's 5 colors in it. This one was actually released in a purple, a blue, a orange, this green, and a kind of chrome silver non-translucent model. So it's not really matching the iMac colors either in terms of the 5, so I assume it wasn't really released around that time. It is from the mid-2000s. The reason I'm not going to keep these, I'm going to throw these out. They're really kind of cheap junk as it is. Aiwa is a pretty respectable company with a lot of the things they make, but the sound quality just sucks on these. It just takes me back to the early days before the 2010s, I'd say, when headphones were just terrible and everyone was just dealing with it. They weren't really making anything good unless you went for a high-end brand. But Apple themselves didn't have good headphones. In fact, the only headphones that I really liked from Apple were the ones that were released in 2012. Got to set them right here, actually, because they're my standard daily use today. The earpods, these things, I couldn't live without these today. With the headphone jack, of course, got to have the headphone jack. I'm gonna die on that hill for my headphone jacks. But before these, this is released in 2012, and it's hard to believe that today. I mean, we kind of think this has been around forever, but the headphones that came before those were just awful. And it's kind of funny because Apple was the company that pioneered, digital music playing with iTunes and the iPod, but they couldn't put out a single pair of good headphones. And other than the AirPods, I mean, now they've actually got good headphones. They've got the AirPods and all that stuff. But anyway, that's off topic. This is the Aiwa headphones. Design-wise, they're not interesting enough for me to keep. I just showed them because I wanted to showcase them as something I did have in my collection, but I will not be keeping. They don't really match the Lime iMac perfectly. They're not really from that era anyway. And my collection is really quite limited to the years 1999 and 2000, maybe a bit of 2001 in there. But essentially, stuff like this, where basically the design had moved on, but there were little remnants of it, is not as interesting to me as the stuff that was the original pioneers of the design style. So there you go. That's the Aiwa headphones. They've got the model number actually there, if you didn't see. Not bad, but oh my God, if these had good sound quality, when I bought them, I was hoping they would, because I would actually go around, I would wear these in public, have a bit of translucent tech on me. But sadly, the quality sucks, and these cables are so thin, I feel like they're going to break if I just pulled on them. In fact, let's try that right now. Yep, just pulled on it, broke it. So you can see how cheaply they were made back in those days. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.